The Conservative International Order by Seth Friedman. I'm going to start by explaining the chapter. Now, going back to last chapter, we have the Congress of Vienna. And the Congress of Vienna convenes after Napoleon's final hurrah at Waterloo. So, the Congress of Vienna's purpose is to try to figure out how to deal with France. They want to make sure in Europe that no one power could become so powerful just like Napoleon had. So the four main powerful countries are Russia, Austria, Prussia, and Great Britain. And they are going to use a force of collaboration to make sure that no other country in Europe becomes too powerful and to try to resolve mutual foreign policy issues. Now, aside from the Congress of Vienna, there was the Concert of Europe, which had many of the same goals as the Congress of Vienna. They resolved mutual foreign policy issues and wanted to maintain a balance of power against the French and rid France of their Napoleonic ways. Now, the Congress system is another way that we see cooperation in Europe, as we see countries get together to resolve their issues. Now, the first Congress meets in 1880 in Aix-la-Chapelle in Germany. At this meeting, the four major powers discussed previously agreed to remove their troops from France, making France happy. Tsar Alexander of Russia, on the other hand, is not happy about this decision, as the Tsar wants to uphold the borders of France. However, these ideas are rejected by the Quadruple Alliance, as their main goal is to enforce peace in Europe. One of the best examples of the Congress system at work is the Spanish Revolution of 1820. After Napoleon's downfall, the Bourbon king Ferdinand VII was put back on the Spanish throne. However, he ignored his promises to follow a constitution and dissolve the Cortes, the Spanish parliament. As a result, army officers rebelled, and once again Ferdinand promised to abide by the constitution to buy their peace. Rebellion was occurring in Naples, Italy, too. Countries had different views on the roles of intervention. Austria had hoped to control the Spanish peninsula as a buffer zone through intervention, while Great Britain opposed intervention in either Italy or Spain. The Second Congress is going to be held at 1820 in Trepaux. Now, at this Congress, the Holy Alliance, which is made of Prussia, Russia, and Austria, is going to meet with French and British delegations. Now, at this Second Congress, the Holy Alliance issues the Protocol of Trepaux, which is a declaration that asserts that stable governments may intervene to restore order in countries experiencing revolution. This is going to be seen in Naples when Austrian troops marched in to crush a revolution there. Before the final Congress can occur, there is change in leadership in Great Britain. Castlereagh, the previous foreign minister, commits suicide, putting Canning in charge as the new prime minister of Great Britain. The final Congress occurs in 1822 at Verona, where they meet to resolve the situation in Spain. Now, this new Prime Minister of Great Britain, Canning, wants to withdraw from continental affairs. However, the Holy Alliance wants to remain involved in Spain and supports French intervention, as the French army was able to suppress revolution. France deferred from their Napoleonic ways as they intervened to restore international order, not for expansion. Prime Minister Canning wanted to break Spain's trade monopoly with the colonies and therefore supported the Monroe Doctrine, which prohibited European countries from getting involved in American affairs. Now to revolt against the Ottoman rule in the Balkans. And first we're going to look at the Greek Revolution of 1821. Yep, let's see. Look at that beautiful flag of Greece. So, first we got to look at the Ottoman Empire, who controlled Greece. The Ottoman Empire is generally a weak and unstable empire, and they are troubled by European diplomacy. So, Russia and Austria are interested in the Balkans. However, France and Great Britain are concerned with their own country's commerce, and not as much focus is placed in the Balkans. While I have a few seconds here, I'd just like to thank my friend Michael Ferreira for his excellent artwork in this video. Aren't these flags just beautiful? So finally, Great Britain, France, and Russia get together and decide that an independent Greece would benefit their strategic interests without threatening their own domestic security. As a result of this decision, they issue the First Treaty of London, and this treaty demands Turkish recognition of Greek independence. Then we have the Treaty of Adrianople, which allows for Russian control in Romania and for Great Britain, France, and Russia to interfere in Greece. Finally, there's the Second Treaty of London, which officially declares Greece an independent state ruled by King Otto I. And now we'll wrap up with Serbian independence. Milos Obrenović, the new Serbian leader, negotiated more autonomy for Serbian territory in 1815. By 1830, the Ottoman Sultan had granted Serbia its independence, and the major powers of Europe had granted Serbia official recognition. They then formed a special alliance with Russia. To conclude, I'm going to briefly discuss the larger impact that the conservative international order had on Europe. As in its name, we see this conservative order in Europe, which is going to create stability and general peace. Countries are cooperating, and again, this is going to create peace that lasts until 1914 with the start of World War I. And this, the most important reason for this peace, is the congressional system, the culture of Europe, and all this cooperation. The end.